Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. If you are new here, please like and subscribe for future content. So, ARMIE HAMMER, the Lone Ranger, the brothers from the Social Network. He's come out and he is actually... Right, I don't actually understand what he's trying to say here, because he's literally saying he hates white men, but he is a white man himself. It's almost like he's looked at Brie Larson and gone, you know what, I need to do that. But ARMIE HAMMER admits to suffering from straight white male privilege. Okay. So, ARMIE HAMMER won't deny that he experiences straight white male privilege. The grandson of a wealthy oil tycoon, Armand Hammer, the Call Me By Your Name actor, admitted to the Independent newspaper that he has moments where he realizes how his wealth and fame affect his attitude. Right, so you're rich and you're famous. Of course it's going to affect your attitude, mate. You all think you're better than everyone. You're richer than everyone. You can go into a store and you can buy whatever the fuck you want. So this is what ARMIE HAMMER had to say when he spoke with The Independent. Yeah, I mean, there's things all the time that I catch myself doing. Case in point, sitting here with my feet on the table, he told the publication. I mean, like I'm just being comfortable and relaxed, but like, there are things all the time that I catch myself doing, and I think, wait a second, is this white privilege? Yeah, I think it is. Look at what I'm doing. Yeah. And then obviously The Independent, which I actually like what they've done here, the publication noted he did not take his feet off the table. So even though he said it, he still carried on doing it. So it carries on. Hammer, 32, who has played 3 gay characters during his career, also said straight white men who don't act on their privilege can be a threat. Right, okay, so basically just because you're a white male or a straight white male and you just act like yourself, that's a threat? What? And this is the guy who was supposedly up for the role of Batman. You can't have a guy like him as Batman. Batman would look at this guy and laugh at him in the street. Fucking hell, this guy's more like the Joker or something. Actually, no, not the Joker, because the Joker's a cool character and so's Batman. But, and yeah, so it carries on. If you see a straight white man not acting like that, not assuming his privilege, in a way, it's very threatening to your straight white maleness. But at the end of the day, what is straight white maleness if not threatening to everyone else who is not a straight white man? What? Why is it all of a sudden that white people hate white people? What is going on with the world? You got Brie Larson saying she doesn't like the opinion of a 40-year-old male bloody movie critic, and now you got ARMIE HAMMER saying white men are threatening. What? And he just carries on. He goes, if you stop assuming your privilege, the only people you harm are the people who are actively taking advantage of it. Together with his wife, Elizabeth Chambers, Hammer works on avoiding bringing toxic masculinity into their home so that their 2 children can grow up in a better place. I recognise that there is toxic masculinity all around us, but that's not what the world that I perpetuate. That's not the household that I live in with my wife and children. That's not the dynamic. And if anything, it's something that we keep an eye out for and we try and keep as far away out of our lives as possible. Well, that's fine. However, why are you saying that white males threaten you? It's literally, I really don't understand what he's trying to say here now with all this. It's like, you're white and you're saying you hate white men. It's like, what? So, he is starring in the film On the Basis of Sex, where he plays the husband of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And obviously the character he is playing is a closeted gay. Right, so speaking with The Independent, Hammer describes straight white maleness to a threat to everyone who isn't a straight white man. In the wide-ranging interview, the actor also speaks about toxic masculinity, as well as what it's like to play an LGBT character while straight. The actor begins the interview asking, yeah, how do white men... right, so we're going to read this from here. This is from Bounding into Comics. So, the actor begins the interview asking the question, how do straight white men react to other straight white men who are no longer acting how they believe straight white men should act? So, people shouldn't have their own identity then, should they? People shouldn't act themselves. It's like, this is what's going on with the world now. Again, newspapers are just trying to just drum up hate. That's what they do. That's the media for you. They need anything to go in their headlines. So he goes to this question, and that is the exercising of your straight white male privilege, all of the things that straight white men not only take for granted, but also are expected to capitalise on. Which is capitalise on what there, Armie Hammer? You know? He then posits that not acting like a straight white male, or as he states, not capitalising on the things straight white men are supposed to capitalise on, is a threat to the idea of what it is to be a straight white male. Again, he's just talking out of his ass. It's really, really funny because you're getting a lot of white people, well, mostly actors who are too big for their boots, and they're not exactly good actors either. They're shit. They just think now because they're in the press, I need to say something. I need to say I hate white people, just so I can get the black people and the Asians and the Hispanics all on my side. No, that's not what you need to do, you fucking moron. It's almost like with Ellen Page and her whole Chris Pratt thing, you don't see Chris Pratt coming out saying white men don't deserve this or white men acting like themselves is wrong. You know, no, you don't. All the sane people in this world are looking at you lot at this moment in time and scratching their heads going, what's wrong with you? You get paid to do what you love. Even though none of you can act. Obviously, Brie Larson won an Oscar, but she won it for a shit film. And again, she only won it because of the subject matter of the film. That is all. Armie Hammer, he starred in The Lone Ranger. What a shit film that was. It bombed. You can't have someone star as Batman who, if he does star in a film, he hasn't been the main star and hasn't done well. You know, you've had The Social Network, Call Me By Your Name. You know, again, you've had, like as you said, The Lone Ranger. You've had quite a few films. However, you don't go around saying white men is wrong and all this shit that you're doing. I don't understand why you're doing it. It's like, I really don't understand. It's like, are you trying to get somewhere? It's like, what are you trying to do? I really don't understand why these people are doing it. You're all saying shit. You're all, well, there's literally no other way to say any of this. Literally, it's just crazy. And if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for future content, and we'll see you soon.